Uplift Stitches. This channel is a place where we talk about cross-stitching board games and all the things that bring us joy.
Yeah, so today is January 4th, Sunday, 2026.
2026.
I know, it's crazy. Last year seemed like super long and super short at the same time.
Did it?
It did to me.
Okay.
Like, it seemed like it went by quickly, but then it also seemed to drag. I don't know if anybody else experienced that or not.
Okay.
But yeah, this is Flosstube number 29.
Yeah.
So we're getting up there. Hard to believe. So yeah, if you're new here, welcome. We're glad to have you here. And,
Yeah.
if you're new, we usually do a little bit of talking about our life events first. But if you're here mostly just for cross stitch, you can skip ahead using the chapters. We also talk, as she said, we talk about our board games, and that's usually at the end. So if you are returning subscribers, welcome. We're always glad to have you here, and we love visiting with you guys.
Yeah, so many of you, like, I'm just in awe of how much time you spent with us in December with all of my Flossmas videos and our wood parade. Well, that was in January. But,
That was in January.
You know, over the past month, our regular video, our extras, our whip parade, you have all spent so many hours watching us and giving us love, and we just appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for the gift of your time.
Yes, and you know, I'm sure like you, we're way behind on all of our floss tubes. I don't think we even saw all the Flossmasses we wanted to see.
We loved Flossmas though. We had so much fun.
It was so great. Just thank you all for all the work and effort you guys put into that. I know we do know how much work that is, and we do appreciate it a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I guess without further ado, we can talk a little bit about our life stuff.
Yeah.
We had a busy month.
We did. We were very busy, so we're going to try to not go on too long, but we do want to tell you about what we were up to.
Yeah.
So the weekend that we filmed in December was Jingle Ball.
That was Jingle Ball weekend.
Yeah, so we had so much fun hanging out with friends and stitching all weekend long.
It's such a great event. I'm so grateful she puts it on. She
We
does
love the
such a great job
events.
with those. Really, all of her retreats, but that one especially. I mean, there's so much to see and do, and
yeah, we had so much fun connecting with so many of you, and yeah, it just meant a lot to be able to stitch together and chat and laugh and show each other what we're working on. We just love that so much.
Yeah, it was great. And
we also, this time, we watched all of the designer talks.
We did. They were great.
Yeah, so it was nice just having that on in the background while we stitched.
Yeah, I don't think either one of us did any classes this time either.
No, we didn't.
But we did do a little shopping. We got a lot of the free patterns, but we also got
we each got a pattern.
Each got a pattern each. So
yeah,
so that was fun. What else? Anything else?
I think the weekend after that, Michael's family has a tradition we call Light Night.
Oh yeah, we had Light Night that weekend.
Yeah, where we go and we pile in a car together and we go out to dinner and we drive around looking at Christmas lights, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we were gonna have D&D. I think it got canceled that weekend.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So we went out. We saw the lights. It was super cold that night. Just like
it was so cold.
But the lights were just beautiful. We had a really good dinner. We had some fun with Mom. She really wanted this little carousel, and Mark planned to get it for her as a surprise. So I had to kind of distract her, and it was so much fun. So
yeah, it was so it brought us so much joy on Christmas morning to see her open that, just because we knew she had been talking about it since Light Night.
she never She was constantly fixated, and her look on her face when she opened it was just priceless.
It was priceless. It was like the best Christmas joy moment.
Yeah, so that was a very busy weekend. We had a lot of fun that weekend. Did we do anything that Sunday?
We might have visited my parents. I think we went to a concert. My aunt was in a choir at a church, and they did a Christmas cantata, and so we went to hear that, and then we visited. They had a little gathering afterward.
We got to see your your cousin Rachel, who's in from California.
Yeah, that was over Christmas.
Oh, that was over Christmas. That's right.
Yeah.
It all kind of blurs together. So much going on. But yeah, that was a fun little get together. So yeah, there was that, and then it was the end of the semester for me. So it was really busy at work until it wasn't. Basically, faculty were done with all the grades, students were gone, and it was just quiet. There was just a few faculty panicking still about getting some things done before they left, but it was pretty quiet then. So it was kind of nice actually. And I had a little exchange with my work. We had been doing sock exchanges, and this year we decided to do a rock exchange. So the only rule for this was you couldn't spend any money on the rock. So you could paint it. One of my coworkers ended up making a rock, which was kind of fun. But we all got together at this little food courty type place and had food. We played like a trivia and we exchanged our rocks. So, which I don't think I've got mine yet. It was supposed to be mailed to me.
It's coming.
So that was a lot of fun. So that was during the week, and then I had an eye appointment to get my new glasses, and unexpectedly,
They said they had an opening, and I was like, okay, I'll get my eyes checked out. I know it's time.
It was. It had been a few years.
So we both have new glasses.
We have new glasses, so. But yeah, we had that, and then we just had a very busy Christmas. Really,
we did. I was sick right before Christmas.
She got sick,
so that made it even more stressful. Like the day before we were leaving, because there was so much to do. Because I slept through a couple days.
She did, and she tried to do her floss tubes at the end, and it just she struggled through. She made it through, but it was rough for her the few days. But she did get better by Christmas. She was mostly better. So. On Christmas, we usually get together with her parents on Christmas Adam, which is the 23rd, and spend a couple days. We open presents. We have some fun. That was when we got together with your aunt, with all of your cousins and that. So that was a lot of fun. We didn't end up going to Christmas Mass because she was still recovering. I was actually tireder than normal.
Yeah, but then we went to Michael's mom's and we spent the night, 2 nights there. Had a lovely Christmas morning with his family.
We had breakfast burritos for Christmas, which was actually really good. And we exchanged gifts, and then we spent the rest of the day with my mom watching Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
And we had an early flight the next day because we flew out to see her brother in Florida.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun.
We just had 4 days of like delicious food.
Games. Gaming. Went to antiquing. We played mini golf. We did Wii Rock Band, which I had never done before, and it was a lot of fun.
We brought Michael into the band. This was something that I did with my brother and sister-in-law when I was down there earlier in the summer, and we had so much fun. And they got a second guitar.
So they have 2 guitars. They got the mic. They got drums, which I really enjoyed. I had never done any of those. The only instrument I played it all growing up was a guitar. I learned a little bit of it, and then I learned piano. So I hadn't done any of the instruments really.
It was so much fun.
It was fun. So it was just a great time. I was glad to be down there. So she had a little bit not so much fun when she came back. The flight kind of caused issues.
Well, I just had all the extra fluid from being sick, so my ears stopped up, and I wasn't able to hear for 5 days. So
yes, we finally got that cleared.
I can hear on one side now.
So we're getting that the rest of the way, but it's definitely way better. So, so it was comparatively a very quiet New Year's.
Yes. We were both sleeping.
We both slept. I mean, we got back the 30th, and we went to grocery shopping the next morning. We were probably in bed by 9:30 or 10.
Yeah, we were tired. I mean, it was a long week. It was a great week, and our hearts were full, but we were tired.
We were both very tired, so we slept the New Year in.
Yeah.
And we played some games the next day, especially.
Yeah, we had a game day with our friends.
Yeah, we had a game day with our friends. We played some new games with them. They had some exciting news for us. So they're having a little baby.
Yeah, we're so excited for them.
So that's exciting. That'll be due in June, I think she said. Yeah. So that's fun. I'm so excited for them. Yeah. So, and really, now it's time for us to record our video.
I know. Yeah. So are we ready to show our stitching?
I think we're ready to show our stitching.
Yeah, we had a good month. It was busy. But we had time for stitching.
We did have time for stitching, although a lot of my stitching was monopolized by Christmas gifts.
Yes.
I had all these plans of different things I was going to do, and then I realized if I don't spend the time on the gifts, they're not going to get finished in time.
Yeah.
So, we could usually do fully finished objects first.
Yep.
And I have 3 fully finished objects, but I don't have them here. Actually,
yeah, Michael made a video before Christmas, so we'll go ahead and insert that so you can see. He'll show off and talk about the 3 gifts that he gave that he stitched.
So we'll do that right here. Hello. I'm going to record a little bit of a pre-video video to show off some of the pieces I'm giving away for Christmas. Since I won't have them when we actually shoot our video the beginning of January, I thought I wanted to make sure I got some video of these. So this one I know you guys have seen before. This one is called Lighthouse by White Raven Patterns, I believe it is. And this is just on a 20 count Aida, and I used the call for a floss on this one. Mel helped me finish this, mostly because we needed to finish it before we left, and I'm a little bit slower on fully finishing it. I've only done a few and still trying to learn framing. She's really much better framing than I am, so yeah, this one turned out pretty well. It started this one on our Alaskan cruise. I guess it was last year, and took me roughly a year, a little bit more than a year to finish it. Off and on, I didn't stitch on nonstop. I had other projects I was working on. But yeah, so I think this one turned out pretty well. I can kind of go up close so you can kind of see. I really enjoyed stitching this pattern. So now this next one was for my brother-in-law. This one is called Dungeon Meowster, and I believe this is on an 18 count Ocean Blue Aida. I don't remember who made the fabric or who dyed the fabric, but you can probably get that put in the notes. I'm pretty sure it's an 18 count. It might be a 20 count, but I think it's an 18. And so I'm going to go closer so you can see, but I did alter the floss picks on this one. The two grays that are there, the really dark one and the little bit lighter one. I darkened both of those a little bit from what it called for, because the light one just got washed out a little too much with the gray, the white and around the mouth and that. And then I did add the brown, like the little brown spots that are on there. And that was really to kind of make it look more like Janeway, which is Ken's cat. And hopefully I did a good enough job to kind of capture the spirit of Janeway, which I have not met, but I will be meeting for the first time. So that is my Dungeon Meowster. And the last one that I needed to show off a little bit is this one here. This is Winter Cardinals. This one was done, it was a Mill Hill kit. I did it with the kit materials, so the perforated paper with all the call for and the little beads and buttons. And so it turned out really nice. When you go close and you can see the beads. There was a lot of beading on this one. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoy beading, so it was a lot of fun to stitch. So yeah, I think I started this one closer to the beginning of the year, and then I kind of made a push towards the end to get all the beading done. It was a lot of beading, but it turned out this is just this is the Mill Hill frames that you can buy online. So I think I don't remember where she got the other two frames from, but yeah. So that one turned out really well. This is for my mom. She loves cardinals, so thought this would be a nice Christmas gift for her. So yeah, that's it for me. Those are my 3 fully finished objects that I had for this time, and we'll be back to our normal Flosstube.
And then I have another gift that I stitched that whatever, in my brain fogginess, I didn't think to take a video of, but I'll insert a picture because I did remember to take a picture before I gifted it. But I started and finished and then fully finished Santa and Cardinal Bird House by
That's right, you did.
Mill Hill. This is what that looked like. I started this Jingle Ball weekend. It was a start and finish over the Jingle Ball, and I thought that Michael's mom would really like it, and so now she has it hanging on her tree.
She does like it.
Yeah, she loves Cardinals. She's a big St. Louis Cardinal baseball fan, and she is an avid bird watcher in her yard, and she likes red, white, and blue.
Yeah, so she absolutely loved it. She was excited to see it. So
yeah.
And as you saw, one of the gifts was for my mom too. So
yeah.
So yeah, those were our fully finished objects. Yeah. We don't have to show them because they're giving us some else joy.
Yeah, so. But it's kind of fun. Stitching.
It was a lot of fun.
People who appreciate it.
I've learned. I think hopefully the next time I do gifts, I'll plan a little bit further out, or get the stitching in, stretch it out over a longer period of time. So, so now we usually move on to finishes. I have one finish.
I have 4.
Okay, do you want to start that?
Yes, I can start then. So another one of my Jingle Ball starts was Reindeer Games by Brenda Gervais, and when I got this, I only planned on stitching 2 of them because I just feel like these 2 reindeer ones look so similar. But I really like this one where the reindeer are hanging lights on the house. Then I also love this Santa riding on top of a festive sweater reindeer. I just think they're cute. So I stitched both of those, and here is how they turned out.
Oh yeah,
I think they're so cute.
They're super cute.
And I think the Santa I started and finished over the Jingle Ball. And it's so cute. And then this other one, I started at the Jingle Ball and I think I finished the day after. But it was so much fun stitching these with friends. I stitched both of these, I think with most of the called for colors. I may have made a few substitutions with the fancy floss for something similar. And I stitched this 1/1 on 20 count Vintage Country Mocha by Zweigart. And I'm not sure how I'm going to fully finish these yet, but I'm excited that they're finished.
You do have time to fully finish them. So.
Yeah. They're so cute, though.
Yeah.
I just love it. This large reindeer.
Those are very large.
Or a tiny Santa. Which is it? I don't know.
Or maybe both.
Another one was one of my 12 Days of Snow Friend starts. The very first one I did was Winter Bag by Shepherd's Bush. And this was a quicker stitch than I thought it was going to be. Because with my 12 Days of Snow Friends, I basically just spend one day on each of them. And I was able to finish this on the day that I started it. And here's how mine looks.
Ooh.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
So I stitched this with, I think the recommended DMC, I don't remember. Oh, it calls for Pro Cotton and a couple fancy flosses. I just used DMC and I stitched it 3/2 on 18 count Winterfell by Fabrics by Stephanie. Because I had bought the button pack when I bought the pattern and I knew that I needed to try to stitch it large in order to accommodate that. I think I probably should have stitched it on a 14 count over 2 because the buttons, how do I say it? Like the
size of the buttons ratio to
the ratio of buttons to the stitching I think could have been a little bit different, but I'm fine with how this looks.
It looks great. I mean, I don't think it's at all look bad on that.
This was my first time stitching over 2 on Aida, and I did like it, and I do think the 3 strands give good coverage for it. So yeah, I'm excited to finish this. Yeah, it's a fun stitch.
It's really good.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, good! It's another snow cone for our little snow cone village.
Yeah.
All right. Well, mine. I don't think I really need to show the book because it's actually a finish. So and everybody has seen the book. It's cross stitch in the forest. So everybody pretty much knows.
By Max Pigeon.
By Max Pigeon. Everybody kind of knows that book. So this is my passing time finish. I finished this the last day of autumn in December.
Oh, Michael, it looks so good.
It turned out really, really good. I really like how it looks on this black fabric. So this one I stitched on, I think it was 20 count black Aida 1/1, just with the call for DMCs because he does such a nice job with the color choices. But it looks really good.
And the autumn one was the one you did?
This was the one I did, the autumn one. So yeah, I started with winter, spring, summer, and then the autumn one. So I think was it the Stitching Owl or Laura that was talking about doing these?
I think maybe both of them.
Maybe both of them. But this one was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing them like one a season. It was just a fun thing to look forward to every season. So, so yeah, that one was that was one of my favorite projects I was working on, and it's kind of sad it's over. But
yeah, I mean, you spent a whole year with it.
I spent a whole year with it, so it was a lot of fun. But I'm sure I'll be doing a few more out of that book before he releases his next book, which is one of my few pre-orders this year. Will probably be that book.
Yeah.
So that was my only finished option. I think you have...
I have 2 more.
2 more finishes.
And they were both gifts from Frosty the Snowman. So my family has this tradition where Frosty the Snowman brings presents to everyone at Christmas time. It was something that started when we were kids, and we hosted Cookie Day with some of my aunts, uncles, and cousins, and we needed something to keep the kids busy, so Frosty kind of brought something for the kids to do every year, and then it's just kind of continued since then, long after Cookie Day has ended.
And I got folded into that tradition.
I know, as part of the family. So every year Frosty brings something kind of crafty for everyone to do, and this year we each received 2 ornament kits.
We did.
From Frosty. So one of the ones that I got was this Christmas ornament kit snowman by the New Berlin Co. And I started it right away because I thought it was so cute.
And you finished it right away.
And I finished it right away, and this is how it looks.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Yeah, I'm not calling this a FFO because I still need to glue it in, and I might put some ribbon on the handle of the frame, but
yeah, the frame.
I shoved it in there.
The frame looks great. I know your mom said they're harder to find than they used to be.
Well, this was a kit, so it was all together.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the only change I made was the hat was supposed to have this streak of light blue in it, and I didn't like it. The light blue that was in the kit was significantly lighter than it looks on the picture. And also, I was supposed to do gray around the face, like a shading, but it was a very dark gray, and so it looked like he had a dirty face. Like, it looked like someone had smudged.
Or maybe he was just having fun in the snow.
I don't know.
Dirty snow.
So, I made those changes, but
he looks cute.
Think it's so cute.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It needs to be hanging on our tree.
I know. So I'll try to FFO this and get it on our tree while our tree's still up. And then the other one was the other gift from Frosty, which was this plaid kit called Frosty. And I started this at Michael's mom's house on Christmas when we were watching movies together. And here is my finish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I finished this on the plane ride down to Florida, which was fun. So I think it's cute. This one did also come with a small ornament frame, so I'll fully finish this and get it on the tree also, potentially.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's a super
I love
cute.
his little face and the way that the back stitching, the eyes. So it was cute. It was so much fun having those little start and finishes to celebrate the season and have the memory of spending time with our families.
Yeah, I think I cut the fabric for one of them when I didn't, or maybe it was the other. It was the other ornaments I still got the fabrics where I didn't get time to stitch on. They're little tiny ones.
Oh yeah.
So is that all of our finishes?
That's all of our finishes.
Okay. Well, new starts.
I have 12.
I have 1.
Well, I did like 12 Days of Snow Friends starts, plus I had a few Christmas starts.
I had intentions to have more starts. It's just...
It was a month of starts.
It was a month of present stitching. That was really what it was for me.
Yeah.
I don't think I started stitching other things until almost the 20th.
Yeah.
So...
You were focused.
I had to get a lot of present stitching done, so...
Yes.
So that's why my starts were actually... I hadn't starts planned for different days and didn't happen. It's okay. Next year there'll be more, so... why don't you start?
Okay. Well, I only have one whip, though, and I know you have multiple whips, so...
Okay, so...
You'll be the whip person.
I'll be the whip person this time.
Okay, so I'm going to do these in order of my 12 days that I started them in, because that's how I had them organized in my bin. So the first one was Peaceful Snowman by Annie B. Zweigart. And this is where I got on my 1 day of stitching on that. I'm stitching this with the called for threads, I think. 1/2 on 36 count. It's a limited edition by Atomic Ranch. It's really lovely, light denim color. So yeah, I'm enjoying how this is looking. I think this will be an easy finish. All of these storefronts are going to be on my whip go board at least 1 or 2 times depending on their size. This is probably only on there one time, but when it gets cold, it'll be a fun finish.
It's exciting.
So cute. Okay, the next one is We Won Love and Peace by Heart and Hand. And this is where I'm at on this one with my 1 night of stitching. I'm stitching this with the recommended DMC threads 1/2 on 36 count Ballet Slipper by my Vintage Needle Arts. It's a really pale pink. And yeah, I like how this is looking. I love the vibrant colors on this one. I think they're going to look so cute on this pink.
Yeah, that was a good fabric choice.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is The Little Snowman by Crochet A Go-Go.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, this one was passed to me by my mom. She had stitched it a few years ago. And all of these were actually selected by Wheel this year. This is my 4th year doing the 12 Days of Snow Friends. And in the first 3 years, I sort of planned ahead what I was going to do and what day I was going to do them. And this is my first year spinning a wheel and letting that decide.
How did you like it?
I really liked it. I think I'll continue to do that next year.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, so this was one of the ones that was chosen by the Wheel, and I was very excited because it's so cute. And I think I'm just going to stitch the Snow Friend. I'm not going to do the words or any of the other bits on that. And so far I got the day that I worked on that. I'm stitching this with the called for threads 1/1 on 20 count Vintage Country Mocha. I love that face.
Yeah.
And that bright scarf. It's so cute. So cute. The next one was Purple Snowman by Shepherd's Bush. This one is a little bit older. It's got one of those actual photos attached to the paper for the cover. And this was a full kit. And it came with silk and the fabric. And that's it.
Oh, so you're stitching with silk.
Yeah, this is my first time stitching with silk. And this is how far I got. This was the day I started feeling poorly. So not as much progress as I wanted, but I did really enjoy it.
Do you really enjoy the silk?
So far, I think I'll enjoy it more when I'm feeling better.
Yeah.
I was worried about like messing it up and when I wasn't feeling well.
That's fair.
So this one I'm stitching 1/2 with the silks provided in the kit on a 30 count Grape Ice by Weeks Dye Works. And yeah, I'm excited to get more progress on this. this year. And spend a little bit more time with that. Let's see. The next one is Snow and Love by Annie B. Zweigart. And this one was actually the first one called on the WIPGO for this year for me. So I also have spent a little bit of time on it last night since you saw it last. So this is where I'm at on this project. So with my WIPGO calls, my goal is to spend 2 nights on the project, 2 or 3, depending on, if I'm enjoying it or want to continue or if it's finished or how far I am on it.
Good progress on that one.
So I should be able to finish this one tonight because all I have left is just finishing the bottom of the white. And then I need to decide, I decided to not do browns because I didn't love the way that looked.
Yeah.
So I might choose purples or darker blues to go in those spaces. So I need to make that decision and fill that in, and then I just have the back stitching. So it should be a finish tonight.
Yeah, that'll go quickly.
Yeah. I'm stitching this with the Called For Threads 1/1 on 18 count Spellbound by Needlebling Designs. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's so cute. I love that they're holding hands.
I love that they're holding hands.
It's precious. Very precious. The next one is Snowman Ornament I Love Snow by Homespun Elegance. And this one I'm doing a full color change because I didn't love the green snowflakes.
Oh. Yeah, the greens don't really look as cool.
I understand. It's supposed to be a Christmas ornament.
I understand, but
I put my snow friends out in the wintertime, so I decided to give it a little winter makeover.
Less Christmassy, more wintry.
Yeah, so I looked through my color and cotton threads and I picked out a couple of blues and a white. And I'm stitching this 2/2 on 32 count Apparition by Color and Cotton, which is a lovely gray. And I love how it's looking. So I think this is going to be very cute.
I think so.
Yeah. And wintry.
It'll be out most of the winter, so.
Yeah. I think that's 6 if you want to go.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll do
I was just enjoying watching your
I know, there's so many.
All right, let's see. What do I want to start with talking about? This was my big start for the year, probably.
Ooh, okay.
Because it was my New Year's Day start, and I'm doing it.
Well, hold on. We usually do starts separate. Oh, yeah, these are starts.
These are starts.
Oh, Michael.
These are starts. That's okay, honey.
I'm drinking my coffee, people.
Drink some coffee.
I'm drinking my coffee.
It'll come to you.
Okay. Please show us your start.
We usually do starts right now.
Okay.
So this was my big start. I'm actually doing it for a couple. Well, I guess technically 3 different. Well, there's a challenge. I'm starting a sal with it, and I'm also doing it for somebody else's challenge.
Okay.
So,
Triple dipping.
Triple dipping, but I mean the way my RPG character challenge works, it's kind of a background challenge that you can do pretty much with any other challenges you do because you're just filling in the stitch counts that you ordinarily would do.
Yeah, we have a separate video where Michael goes into detail about his RPG.
Yeah, and I'll probably
creator challenge.
I'll probably do another follow up video in January and just a few throughout the year.
He's talked about doing like a video every month to kind of
to talk about a little about the challenge and then maybe give some background on just historical background RPGs in general, just because I know a little bit about those things. So, so that was one of the challenges. The other challenge that I'm doing this for is the Threadwalker adventure that Wild Fox Stitchery is doing.
Yeah,
Steph over there. I really loved her challenge idea, her little adventure that she created. So I created my own character, which is this character. I actually posted it on Instagram as well, but he's a Stitch Druid, Gatherer of the House of the Tree, and my focus project was the Tree of Life, or Yggdrasil.
He created a whole story for his character based around the pattern that he's using.
I did. I created the story around which I can read that. This was my story I came up with. So, Gatherer, Elven Lord of the Forest, has lived a quiet life traveling the forest while his land was in peace and his people content. Of late, the trees have become unquiet as creatures of evil intent and wicked deeds have returned.
Oh, no.
On the borders, trees have been felled and left to rot, while bolder creatures have burned villages and hamlets on his borders. Worried for his people's safety, Gatherer has learned that the Tree of Life is in deadly peril, and only restoration of the tree can restore order to the lands and safeguard his people. With needle, floss, and fabric in hand, Gatherer sets forth, ready to protect his kingdom and restore tranquility to his people. And I know Catherine of the Counting Stitches really liked the story, and she's kind of playing off of it. So our characters are kind of adventuring together, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
But so I'm doing that for this. I'm actually like a little over 400 stitches into it. So I've got 3 of the first challenges towards my first level completed. But I'm also I'm starting a sal kind of inspired by Katie, Jeremiah's mom, and her Yggdrasil project. I really love her tree project she's doing, and I love seeing her and Jeremiah interact with it and how excited he gets about the Yggdrasil. I wanted to kind of try to inspire people to join in on that kind of fun. So my hashtag is Yggdrasil Woo Sal, which we can put down below if you want to join. The only thing is you'll have to do is just find a project that's either an Yggdrasil type of a pattern or inspired by that. It's kind of the Norse mythology.
Yeah, it's the Norse mythology, like this tree.
This tree is. It plays a central role in Norse mythology, in the Poetic Edda and the Prose Edda, if you're not familiar with those. But maybe I'll do a little bit of reading on that at some point. Because so this is the pattern that I chose, that I'm stitching, I started on. And I started on the spring tree, so he's a little out of season. But that seemed like a fun one to start on. And this is where I am at the moment. I think at the white probably for behind this. So this is the progress I made. This is, like I said, like 430, 440 stitches. So I'll kind of go. This is on 20. I think it's 18 count white gridded Aida, and I'm doing it 1/1 with the call fours. So yeah, this one has been a lot of fun to start. I made a lot of progress in the initial blue because there was a lot of block stitching, and then there was a lot of confetti after that, which slowed me down quite a bit. So, but I'm actually got quite a bit of the blue. I only have a little bit, few more of the blue colors to stitch there, and then I'm actually getting down into the pink for the pink part of the spring tree. So there are 14 pages for this pattern, and my goal for the challenge for the Threadwalker challenge was to get to page 4 by the end of the year.
Okay.
So I got my work cut out for me, but it's been a lot of fun. So that is my big project. I don't know how many stitches it is because I don't use an electronic pattern keeper overall, but it's mostly for full coverage, so it'll be a lot of stitch heavy, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how my character develops over the course of the year with it. So that was my one big start. I'm sure I'll have some other starts.
I'm glad you finally started that because you've been looking forward to that for several months.
I have been, and I made sure that Katie was okay with me starting, an Yggdrasil inspired by her, because I really love that. I wanted to take part in the fun that she's having, and I wanted to give other people opportunity to as well. So that was my one and only start. So now back to Snow Friends.
Back to me. All right, the next one is Daily Life Play with Friends by Sam Sarah. And this is part of a larger pattern that I'm not going to stitch, but I just want to stitch this block. So I'm going to leave off these borders that kind of connect it to the other pieces in the pattern.
Well, borders are optional.
Yes. And this is where I'm at on this. I'm stitching this with the, I think, recommended DMC threads. I just lost my place on my notes. Yeah, I'm stitching with the recommended DMC threads 1/1 on 20 count Space Cadet by Color Cut. And it's so cute.
It is super cute.
Yeah. So this will be...
That'll be finished this month, you think?
Fun. No, it's not. It wasn't called this month.
Oh,
it's on my WebGo board. Okay. So whenever it gets called, it'll get finished. The next one is Snow Friends by Primrose Cottage, which is so cute.
It is cute.
Yeah. I just love these vibrant Snow Friends. There is a more Christmassy red and green colorway, but I decided to go with this more vibrant one.
More of a
just because it made my heart a little bit happier to look at. And this is where I'm at on this. I'm stitching this with the Call for Threads 1/1 on 20 count Smoky Shadows by My Vintage Needle Arts. And I just love that little face. Yeah. So cute.
It's super cute.
With the hat. I think I have this on my board twice, so we'll see how far I get on this year. But every stitch is going to be a joy.
Yeah.
The next one is Warm Winter Wishes by Pansy Patch.
I don't remember that one, but...
This was toward the end of my 12 days.
Okay, yeah.
It was one of the days I wasn't feeling well. And I just worked on the top border because I thought it was one color.
Oh,
I was pretty sure I could stitch it.
That's why I didn't recognize it.
Yeah. I think this was when I wasn't feeling well, we separated ourselves.
Yes.
So that I wouldn't get Michael sick.
I tried not to get sick.
So I was stitching like on the other side of the room.
I was successful in not getting sick.
So it's not surprised that you didn't really see what I was working on. I am stitching this 1/2 on 36 count winter green by Mystic Fabrics. And I think I picked a TMC that was close to what was called for. It's called for in all fancy flosses.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. And I will enjoy it when I work on it more. Okay, the next one is Holiday 9 by Mill Hill, Frosty Friends. I don't know whether to call it Holiday 9 or Frosty Friends because it has 2 different names on it. So I'm just going by both names.
Whatever your heart tells you.
Yeah. I think it's so cute. These little friends with their little stocking and their scarves on their heads. It's so cute. And this is how far I got on that. I'm stitching this on fabric. It did come with the perforated paper, but there's so much empty space on it. And I don't love the look of that.
Yeah.
So I thought I would stitch it on fabric instead. And I chose this 28 count Wren by Picture This Plus. And I'm stitching it 3/2. And I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like all your snow friend
I'll
products.
enjoy it when I pick it up again. The next one is Tenderheart Bear and Snow Lady. This was a Christmas start for me. So after I finished the first little ornament from Frosty, I picked this up. I decided to bring this. I kind of looked through my storefronts and thought, are there any I would be sad if I didn't start this year? And this one stood out to me. And also it was a kit. So it had the fabric and the floss already together. Since I wasn't feeling 100%, it was easy for me to just grab this and know that everything was there.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to have to try to pick out a fabric or floss or get something kitted up.
Well, you're not feeling
with limited time as we were packing and making all our final preparations to leave for the holidays. So I decided to start this. I started on Christmas Eve. And this is how far I've gotten. So this is one that I brought along to Florida, so I did make some more progress while we were there. And then I worked on it after we got home. I think the first couple nights after we got home. So yeah, I'm enjoying how this is looking. I love the hat, the scarf, and then I started the Care Bears hat. So I'm enjoying every stitch of this one too. And I'm stitching with just what was provided in the kit. I think it's 2/1 on whatever count this Aida is. I like it a lot.
You have a lot of fun snow friends.
And then the last one that I started was Snowbirds by Brenda Gervais.
I like that better.
This was the final wheel pick that I was supposed to stitch on the 22nd, but we were so busy packing and cleaning and getting everything together that I ended up not starting it until the plane ride down to Florida on the 26th. But I did start it, so I'm very excited about that. And then I worked on this, I think, one night in the hotel and then on the plane ride home. And this was how far I was able to get on this. Ooh. Yeah, I like how it's looking so far. I got all of the kind of viney part of the border done, which was great for plane and hotel stitching because it was just sort of one stitch at a time and not a lot of thinking.
Yeah.
Or deep counting, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It looks
stitched. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I'm stitching this with sort of my own conversion. I didn't have some of the called fors and I wanted to get it started because of the wheel, so I just picked a thread that I thought was close. And I'm happy with what I chose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm stitching this 2/2 on a limited edition fabric by Color and Cotton. I think it's a 28 count.
28 count.
Yeah, it's a really pale yellowy green. And I like how it's looking. I'll be excited to work on it more. I know I said that about all of them, but it's true. I love all the snow friends.
You love your snow friends.
They bring me so much joy to stitch on throughout the year. I had so much fun doing that with Whip Go last year that I decided to continue it this year. And
yeah, still going.
Yeah.
Your snow go.
Yeah. Whip Snow.
Whip Snow, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that all of our
That's all of our
starts?
Okay. I started all the things.
You started all the things.
Yes. I only had one whip that I worked on, so.
Well, I mean, a few of my whips were finishes, so
yeah,
there's that. But okay, so next is our whips, and I guess it's more me starting this time. So, All right. So this first one was one I think I talked about it in our. I know I talked about it in our whip parade because I actually started the framework before.
Yeah, I think you showed it in our last video too.
I think I showed it in our last video because
Yeah,
I started the frame already.
Mm-hmm.
This is my Birds of a Weather. This is a temperature chart that all the coloration of the birds is based on the temperature of the day.
Mm-hmm.
This is by Sprouting and Lupine, and I chose a green fabric for this one. Let's see if this is right side up. So this is where I am right now, and you can see I started coloring them in every day. 2 of the days were the same color, and one of them was a different color, and I think today's will be a different color, so it's a little warmer. So this is the 2 birds for January, and then I actually finished one of the birds for February next to it, the one with his wings spread open. So I'm stitching this one on 20 count Posh by Fortnite Fabrics. I am using the DMC, but I did have to substitute a different color for the trees because the color they picked just did not show up really well at all on this fabric I picked. The fabric they called for was a little bit over yellow.
When we did a floss house, we thought it was going to work, but then using one strand...
One strand just did not work on this one, which the coverage is fine. It's just it did not show.
Yeah, the color didn't show.
So I chose more of a brighter, more of a white gray than a darker gray that they called for. And it looks really good. So I'm 3 days into my first temperature. This will be day 4. I'll be filling in more of his little tail there. But it's been a lot of fun. I'm working, I do each of the days temperature stitching as this called for, and then I've been extending the framework as I go so that I don't have to try to deal with doing that on the same day. So this one's been a lot of fun. I've always wanted to try a temperature chart. This one's birds, so I mean I can't go wrong with that. So it's been a lot of fun so far. That was my first whip that I worked on. This next one, I know I started this one on the Jingle Ball. So this one is my Gonzo. I'm here to tell the story from the Muppet Christmas Carol. And I made decent progress. I mean, considering I actually have Gonzo's outline completely done, except the one little eyeball. I was inspired by Jason to leave that off.
Jason, you started a trend.
Thank you, Jason. Okay, so so yeah, I know Jason had a legitimate reason for doing it, but it seemed like a fun thing to leave off, and I can stitch it in if I want to, or I can just leave it off until the end. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks, Jason, though. But yeah, I did a lot of work filling in the hat. Basically, I think I filled in most of this right before our trip because I intended to do a lot of work on.
Yeah, I think you had the outline done before we left.
I finished the outline before we left. I had a good bit of it. I didn't have the face filled in on the Jingle Ball, but I had a good bit of it done. And then I finished the framework, and then I did I did some of the fill in on the plane, basically. I brought a number of projects on the trip, and this was the only one I actually worked on.
Until the plane ride home.
I was having too much fun. So this one is stitched on. This one is by Niche Stitches. It's an Etsy shop, and it's on 20 count Keepsake Aida by Mystic Fabrics. And I'm just doing it 1/1 with the call fors. But I have the companion piece to this is the Rizzo the Rat, who is only here for the food. So that'll be probably a start in the Jingle Ball this year.
Okay. So
yeah, I had a lot of fun working on this one. I mean, I love Gonzo. He's my favorite. So I guess I'll do one more, and then I'll let you show yours. So this one is my Autumn Harvest. This is the Rainy Weather Mill Hill kit. So I actually made a little more progress on this morning. I worked on it a little bit while you're sleeping.
Okay.
So I have actually finished all of the cross stitching.
Oh, wow.
On this one. So you can see the little water around him. So what's left to do is there's some straight stitching with some beads around on each side with the rain coming down, and then the back stitching on him. And then just the rest of the beads. So this one will actually probably be finished this month pretty easily. So I'll get him finished, make him a fully finished object so we can go back on our fridge again. So yeah, this is just using the Mill Hill perforated paper with the floss in the kit, and it's 3/1 mostly. I think there's a couple of them that might be 2/1, but so that is my third whip that I worked on. So what is your whip?
So the only whip that I worked on is Quaker Christmas 2 by Zweigart Stitches. I had a goal of putting in 25 strands in the month of December, And I got most of that. So I think I did 19 strands in December. And then the last 6 I did on New Year's Day. Yeah, on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Because when we did our whip parade, I was reminded that the last part that I had stitched on it was wrong and I needed to rip. So right after we filmed our whip parade, we attended a little stitchy virtual stitch get together hosted by Karen the Stitching Owl and Allison of AZ Family Zoo. And that was so lovely.
That was a lovely.
Yeah, it was just so nice visiting with some really lovely people in the community, and we played a game which I won.
Yeah, she won somehow. I mean, I only got 9 of the.
Yeah, but I spent the first part of that stitch together ripping out. That was my first stitching endeavor of the year, and then I stitched the rest of the day on this project. And I'm very excited that I got all 25 of my strands into this, so that I was able to make some great progress for this month. So when I showed this at the beginning of December, I had already put some strands into the central motif up here, and I think one of the sides. So I finished that, and then I came over and I stitched some of these little bits out in here, and then I stitched, this was the culprit motif that I had to. I actually stitched it 3 times. The first 2 times I was distracted by friends that I was stitching with, and I did it wrong, and I had to do it again. So now it is correct. It's in the correct location, the correct number of stitches. And then I came over and started this motif on this side. So I'm very excited with the progress I made on this. Yeah, I'm stitching this with a overdye hank, a misdye hank, that's the word, a misdye hank of thread from Color and Cotton. It's a really lovely medium to dark yellow green, and it's on a limited edition fabric by Color and Cotton. It's also a 32 count, like a tan color. I don't usually use 1 strand on 32 count, but I really like sort of the look that it's giving. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how to describe it, but I really like the way that it looks.
It looks nice.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying this stitch, and I'm very excited that I made more progress on it. It's getting closer. I think I have 4 more pages. Plus, I have to go back and fill in all of the missing bits.
Yeah, well.
But I'm very excited.
It looks good.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed working on this all the times that I did in the last month.
So you're getting close.
Yeah, closer than I was.
Closer than you were.
Yeah, at the start of January 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I put 31 strands in July.
Okay.
For Christmas, July, and then 25 strands in December.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm very pleased with that. So I might try to do that again.
This July?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see mine. I guess my next one. My next one is called Christmas Virtues by Silver Creek Samplers. So this is the actual pattern. I mean, you obviously recognize some of these, but I'm doing this one here, which is Frosty. Dance Like Frosty. And I started this one because of your Frosty.
It was your snow friend start?
This was my snow friend start.
Oh.
So this is where I got to on him.
So cute.
He's looking cute already. I got most of his face done. I still have some snow to fill in to finish out here, and this is where his hat starts. Mm-hmm. So this one is on 18 count blue, Ocean Blue Aida. I don't think I know the maker, but it's 1/1 with a call for DMCs. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna put a few initials on it for one of our friends. So, okay. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to start. It was a pretty easy stitch actually. So that was kind of nice. Once I actually get the frosty done, there's not a lot, so it'll actually go pretty quickly once I actually get a reasonable amount of work. I didn't get as much work on my projects.
Well, you were focused on everything else.
Yeah, they needed to be done. So, and then my last one is in this book, which is Garfield, A Very Merry Christmas. And the one I'm working on, I got to find the page that's not the patterns. It's this little Garfield on the red pillow. And it's called Here's Santa. So, I mean, I love Garfield, so it makes sense I would start at Garfield here. So this is where I am. If I go up close, you can actually see the yellow. This is the yellow on the mouse, but so there is a lot of quarter stitching, 3/4 stitching in this pattern, which just makes you slow down on Aida because it's Aida, and doing quarter stitching that is a little bit. It's not necessarily tricky, but it definitely slows you down.
Mm-hmm.
So, this one is the pattern is by Millcraft. It's on 20 count Rustica Oatmeal Aida, which I have a little bit more left over. I do like stitching on it. It's a little bit of a crunchier Aida, but
it's a nice neutral though.
It's a nice neutral. It does really work really well as a neutral, and this is all going to be outlined, so I'm really not that worried that it won't show up. I'm just doing it 1/1 with a call for DMCs. I know there's at least one person in the last video mentioned.
A few people in our whip parade have mentioned that they are also Garfield.
They're also Garfield friends. They might be interested in joining a Garfield Sal, so that might be something I start at some point this year, probably early in the year, because I do love Garfield. I know in summer is usually my Snoopy ones, so it might be a spring one that I end up doing. So if you're interested, just keep an eye on that. I'll probably talk about it maybe in February. Maybe I'll have some of the details figured out. So, but that is my last whip. That's my last whip that I worked on.
Yay!
So, let's see. After that, we usually do Stitching Kindness, which we have some.
We have a big pile of Stitching Kindness.
Yes. So, I need to bring it over here so I can actually show it.
Okay.
Would you like me to start, or do you want to start?
Why don't you show your frosty ornaments? Since
I showed mine that are finished. That's what I was going to start with.
Yeah.
So, my frosty ornaments that were brought. This one, I actually opened it to... Oops. I opened this one because I have a pattern, a spreadsheet for my tracking all my patterns that I own. I record the year that they were actually put out just to see how old they were. So that's why I opened this one. This one is a Christmas ornament kit. That's all it's called. It's a little candle.
Yeah.
It's super cute. This one is by the New Berlin Company. I think this ended up being the early 90s. So that one,
cute.
That one is really cute. I'll look forward to stitching that one. And then this one is by Plaid. This is just a Santa kind of cross stitch kit. I don't remember the year that this one was in. Maybe early 2000s, I think. Or vice versa. I don't remember.
That sounds right.
Sounds right. So those are the two frosty gifts I got. I have a whole bunch of other stuff here. Do you want me to...
Well, let's show some other ornaments we got. So I participated in an ornament exchange hosted by Jason Stitches. And I showed last time the ornament that I had made and sent off to our friend. And I received one. I think it was the next day after filming our video. We finally checked our mailbox and there was a package in there just for me. And this is the ornament that I received. Where's
what?
The thing.
Oh, where did it go? It's underneath here. There it is.
Okay. So here is the sweet ornament that I received.
Yeah.
Isn't it so cute?
It's so cute.
Oh my gosh. This is from our friend Linda, and she did such a lovely job stitching and finishing this. She put she actually did fabric on the back, which I love, like the sparkly red. It's such a creative idea. Yeah, I just love everything about it, Linda. Thank you so much. So this has been sitting on our tree since I got it. And I was excited when I saw this because my mom has done a few other ones in this Whirly Gig series. So as soon as I saw it, I knew exactly like who it was, like the designer and the pattern, because I've seen a few others of these. But I just love this.
That's super cute.
It's just so fun. So yeah, I love this so much, and I've enjoyed looking at it every day on our tree.
I don't know how it'll be able to come out every year for us.
Yeah, I know, it's so exciting. We also were gifted some ornaments by my mom.
Oh yeah,
she's been making ornaments for us every year. I think since we got married. Some type of craft that she should do. And this year she did stitching.
She did stitching, and
she did these cute little Santa and Mrs. Claus ornaments. Yeah, aren't they cute?
They are very cute.
I just love it. I love it. So we've also enjoyed having these on our tree. I don't remember. I think she said she got these from a book.
From a book, I think, yeah.
And yeah, she got these cute little frames with some ribbon. I just love it.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
They also get on our tree.
Yep. And that has brought us joy.
And that's all
other stitching.
Other stitching stuff. So let me move this around.
Yeah, I put my other craft stuff separate.
I should have.
The other craft.
This was a joint one we got.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, okay.
We can do it in whatever.
Let me show this. Michael bought me a project bag.
I did.
From our friend Corinne at Corey Creates. Her bag company is Layla P Creations on Etsy, which I will link below because her bags are
amazing.
Impeccably made. She's an excellent, just excellent. Everything she does is excellent. And this is the beautiful bag that Michael bought for me. Here's the Layla P Creations tag. And it's just this adorable fabric with Santa and hot cocoa and cookies. And
it said Melanie to me.
I know. He knows that I love peppermint, so it's one of my favorite flavors of this season. So it's got this big peppermint. And then the inside, there's this shiny red fabric. I just love this so much. So I think I'll use this for Santa stitching and keep those projects in here. So that's very exciting. And she's got this sweet, she usually does ribbon on her zippers. And then she also had this candy cane charm, which I love. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
I know I've thanked you multiple times. But
yes, but
I appreciate it so much.
I'm glad.
And he also got me 3 Mill Hill kits. So I had done the butterfly, and I didn't realize that that was part of a series, that there were other butterflies. And I have a thing for butterflies. So Michael got me 3 more from the series. The monarch, the yellow swallowtail, and the black swallowtail. So I'll probably stitch these in the springtime. That'll be very good.
And butterflies were also your grandma thing, right?
Yeah, well, that's why they're special to me. Yeah. Butterflies. And he also got me the Cross Stitch Happy Days book by Kyoko Maruoka. Which I've seen our friend Bethany Bird Stitcher has been stitching some patterns out of this. That was how I found out about this book. And I just love, there's so many cute designs. There's 2 in particular that I definitely am going to stitch in the springtime. Let me find them. It's these, which Bethany has stitched. The swans and ducks. I love that so much. So I'm very excited to do that. There's also some beautiful flowers and other butterflies in this, so I'm excited to do that. I also really like this cover design.
I'm sure there'll be lots of designs out there you stitch. So.
I know, so I'm very excited to dive into this and do some stitching in the springtime. These are very springy and summery patterns to me in my heart, so I'm excited about that. My mom made us both project bags.
She did. So this is the project bag she made me. No surprise here. No surprise here.
The fabric is so cute.
Snoopy's, my favorite. I love the Snoopies. They're so cute. She put a nice little like a scissor up in the end there. It's got polka dots at the top, and there are some projects in here, so I can't. But just little polka dots in the center. She does really nice work. It's beautiful, and I really appreciate it because I'm always short on project bags, and she knows that. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is such a beautiful project bag.
And it came with a pattern inside.
It came with a pattern inside, which is not the one in here.
Yeah.
I'm already using it. But the pattern that came inside it is this one here, which I'm sure this might be a spring start for me.
That's beautiful.
It is Christmas chickadee, but it also says a little bit of spring to me because I love birds. And I may cut off the border around it. I may just
You're not big on the words.
I may just do the bird with the little branches coming out.
Okay.
That's why I may end up doing. So I'm not sure, but. I'm not a big word stitcher. There's a few word patterns that I do want to stitch, but I don't stitch as many words as a lot of people do. So.
And the bag she made for me is a beautiful purple and blue bag. She knows purple's my favorite color, and this beautiful, vibrant flowers I just love.
It's pretty.
The fabric on the top is also on the back, and she gave me this little sheep charm on the zipper, which is so cute. And then the inside has this kind of fun purple fabric. And mine also had a pattern inside, and this is a booklet. Ooh. Let It Snow by Mill Hill. Oh my gosh, there's so many snow friends. So many snow friends I could stitch.
So many snow friends you will stitch.
I know. She got this in a silver needle when we were there. She told me to look the other way. And I did. And then I forgot about it because I have so many other things. So then when she gave this to me, I was so excited to see it again. And now I can add this to my wheel.
Your wheel, and it'll be
for the coming year. Yeah, there's so many to choose from. That's exciting. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, so that was that one.
Did I give you any stitching?
Oh yes. Actually, you did give me something. So this is something you will definitely recognize. What she's stitching. It. I've been wanting it since she announced it, and I saw other people getting it, and. Was a little envious of it because there's so many patterns in here I want to stitch. I have it now, so there'll be projects.
There's a lot of projects in there.
There'll be some projects in here that'll be stitched this year, probably. At least started. They probably won't be finished. There's some big ones in here, but thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. You knew I wanted this as soon as I saw it come out. And
yes.
So, there's the Ferris wheel one. I mean, there's just so many fun projects in there. So there will be a lot of stitching on that one.
Yes. And then we were in Florida. We received some stitching gifts from my brother and sister-in-law. They have an LNS near them called the Crafty Framer.
The Crafty Framer.
That's the closest workshop to them, and they very generously, very kindly went and picked out presents for all of us stitchers.
They did. That was so much fun.
Yeah. So they gave Michael and I a joint present.
Yes. Laura, you will definitely appreciate this gift.
It's a Year of Gnomes.
It's a Year of Gnomes.
By the Mindful Needle.
So we're going to be stitching these. We'll definitely take part. Gnomes.
I think we might split this up and each do six of them.
Yeah.
And then figure out some way that we can change them out on a little thing.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
So that'll be a lot of fun.
So
we'll see what happens with this year. But
there's gnome stitching in
our future.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ken and Steph.
Yes, that was so thoughtful.
So they also gives. This was also something I got. They knew I love Halloween and stitching, and this is the Just Cross Stitch magazine,
the Halloween edition.
And I mean, there's a lot of patterns in here I'm definitely going to stitch, but I know there is definitely one of them here that I know a few other people that have mentioned wanting to stitch it as well. It is towards the front.
Ooh, I think I just saw it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Nope. That's not it.
Oh.
There it is. I gotta show the other side of it. So there is the pattern I'm gonna stitch first. The hot air balloon. Okay. I've liked that since I saw somebody else do flip through and showed that one. So that'll be probably the first one I stitch, but there's a lot of them in here that I'll stitch.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
I do love Halloween. It's near and dear to my heart. So thank you, Ken and Steph. We get a lot of fun out of this one.
Yes, and then they gave me a pattern. It's a part of the Colorful Cat series by Kitty and Me Designs. This one is called Sunrise, and it is an exclusive pattern for the Crafty Framer. And I just love it. It's got such a beachy, sunrisey color. It's called Sunrise. So yeah, that totally makes sense.
And there's a free pattern on the back.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited to stitch this. It'll remind me of all of my beachy adventures with my brother and sister-in-law. I love it so much. Thank you. And then also, this wasn't exactly a gift for me, but it has turned into a gift for me. When they were shopping, my sister-in-law saw this pattern, Fish Dish by Satsuma Street.
Yes.
And she was describing it to me, and I was like, I think that's something that I kind of wanted to stitch, and I thought about stitching for you. So I'm happy, I didn't realize she had bought it. So they bought it, and they handed it off to me, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch this for Steph.
That's a pretty pattern.
And then I'll probably stitch it again for myself because I really like it.
It's a pretty pattern.
Yeah. All of these brightly colored fish. I love it so much. So that's sort of a fun gift for me and gift for her. All in the same time. And then they also gave us some pony black needles.
They did.
Yeah. So we're excited to use those.
Which is good because I'm actually starting to get low on my normal needles.
Ooh, perfect.
So it's perfect.
Yeah. Perfect timing.
I mean, the only other... I had a couple other gifts, but they're not really cross-stitch related. Okay. So I don't know if we want to save those.
Yeah, we'll do that separately.
So, is there any other gifts we have?
As far as Stitching Kindness, I just want to thank everyone who watched all of my Flossmas videos and left such kind comments. I had so much fun doing it, and it just meant so much to me that so many of you followed along. Also, we want to thank our friend Jason at Jason X Stitches. He featured us in some of his Flossmas videos. I so enjoyed seeing those videos, Jason. I know they were a lot of work, and we certainly appreciate it, but it was fun. It was even fun seeing how you worked our little snippets. Yeah, it was so much fun. Jason, when he started his videos, he sent a list of questions out to several other Flosstubers and had them answer them and send him back videos. And he incorporated those into his videos, and it was just so much fun taking part in that. It was a lot of fun. So thank you very much, Jason. We appreciate it. Yeah, we also just want to thank everyone that we spent time with at the Jingle Ball and at virtual stitching events and just all of the stitching time that we spent with you this year and this past month was just so good for us. Yeah, you filled all of our hearts with joy this season, so we appreciate it a lot. We appreciate it so much. So we know that there'll be more stitching with you in the year ahead. There will always be more stitching with all of our friends in the community. So yeah. I don't think I have any purchases. Do you have any purchases? So we'll insert here of pictures of what we bought at the Jingle Ball. Oh, with the Jingle Ball, yes. Yeah, we each bought a different pattern. I got Winter Rules by Primrose Cottage.
Yes, and I got Hearth and
Home.
Hearth and Home by the Heartstrings Exemplary.
Yeah.
So those are the two we got. We'll put up pictures. They're not physical patterns.
Yeah,
so.
I took pictures of them.
So
I think that was the only thing I purchased.
That was, except for the free patterns, that's all we got, really. Yeah. So
we did good. So that's kind of our kickoff for 2026. Our plan is to stitch from Stash as much as we can. We will make purchases. We're definitely going to get the Max Pigeon book.
The Max Pigeon book
if a sale comes out that we need to start, we'll get it. But our intention is to kind of spend less on that this year. If I need to take a trip with my mom, I'll definitely do that.
Well, yeah.
Mom, if we need to go on an adventure and buy some things at cross stitch stores, I'll do it.
Yes, but we both enjoyed the trip, and you enjoyed your own trip with her. So
yeah, but our intention, I think, is to spend less and start saving a little bit.
We definitely want to stitch from Stash this year. I think so.
We have a lot.
We have a lot.
We can do it.
You know, I've thought about a few things for our plans. So
okay, which is our next section?
Is there a next section?
Yeah,
stitching plans. There we go.
Yeah.
Stitching plans. So.
You're the planner.
I'm the planner. I have divided it into.
What have you got for plans?
I divided it into kind of immediate, a monthly overview. Plans.
Okay, let's talk about the monthly. I'll talk about my monthly, and then you can talk about your yearly.
My yearly, which is more. It's more of a. I think I took more of Laura's Stitching by the Shores approach with my year, because I don't think having hard stone plans works as well for me. So, but for my monthly, obviously Birds of a Weather. That's going to be a daily stitch, because I got to keep. It's easier than trying to do it all at the end of the week for me. So, and I'm also going to work on my Tree of Life Yggdrasil for the challenges I'm doing that for. But I want to try to focus on getting some progress on Burrow Tails and get maybe another couple parks done.
Okay.
Those are two projects that I really wanted to work on, and I'm going to try to work more on my Gonzo.
Okay.
Those are the bigger projects. I'm sure I'll do some other smaller stuff throughout the month, but I wanted to make some progress on those projects again. The parks one is one I wanted to get back to in December. It just wasn't in the cards. And the Burrow Tails, I want to make some good progress on that this year, because I might possibly do if the Quanturnian has another style.
She does one this summer.
And depending on what the theme is, if I want to do it, I want to have at least a decent enough progress on this one to feel like I could do it. So those are my monthly plans. What about you?
So I did. Oh, don't need this note. Don't need that. Okay. So I did get my WhipGo board ready. I tried very hard to ignore Instagram while we were gone, because I knew that Jessie Marie, who's the host of it, was going to be posting what the numbers were, and I hadn't set up my board yet because I didn't know what all my patterns were for my 12 Dose Snow Days. I had to wait for that. So after we got home, I made my WhipGo list. Here's my Whip Snow board. So here's my board.
It's exciting.
I know. A year of stitching. It's exciting. So the two numbers called were 2 and 7, which were Snow and Love and Warm Winter Wishes. So I already showed you Snow and Love and the progress that I made on that so far. That should be a finish tonight. The other one that was called was Warm Winter Wishes, which is the one that I just have the top border on.
Yeah.
So I should be able to make some good progress in 2 nights on this. And this is on my board, I think, twice. So I'm not aiming for a finish this year, but just to make progress on it.
You should.
Yeah, so I'll spend 2 or 3 nights on this sometime this month, and we'll see what happens with that. I do have a blessing sampler planned for this year. My intention is not to start and finish it, which I think some people do. But it's something that I want to kind of carry throughout the year and make it some sort of intentional thing for me. So the pattern that I chose for that is Disagree by Rebel Stitcher. And yeah, so I want to try to figure out some way that I can split this up into 12 parts and just do a little bit each month and kind of carry the blessing throughout the year. I have picked a fabric, which is this limited edition by Atomic Ranch. It's this really lovely kind of grayish purple color.
Ooh,
so I just need to figure out what floss I'm going to use. And then I can get started on that and do whatever my January section is going to be.
Okay.
I'm thinking about starting Peppermint and Pine by Brenda Gervais. I really like this one. When I bought it, I didn't love the candy canes. So that's something I thought about making this more wintry by leaving off the candy canes, but I'm not sure. I might start this month. A pattern when we were doing our whip parade that I thought I might like to get back to this month is Bella by RTM. This is something I started in January of last year. And all I have left is the princess, the dress, and I just wanted to change the sleeve, and that's what held me up on this project. So I'm thinking if I can get back to this month, it should be a finish. If I spend maybe 3 days on it, stitching, 2 or 3 days, I should get it finished.
There's not that much stitching left.
No, that's all I have left. I also might restitch the flower up here does not show up on my fabric, just like it doesn't show up on this picture. So I might change that to a different color, but that won't take very long to do either. So that's a potential for this month. I also am considering, after a whip parade, working on winter Quakers and finding some way to make this a focus piece in January and February. Do you do a focus piece? If you do, how do you do it? I'm open to suggestions. It's something that I've never done. I tried doing motif a week last year and that did not work for me.
No.
I fell off that in March. So I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. I watch a lot of Flosstube, so I hear about what some people do, but I'm just looking for some sort of a way that will work for me that I can do a focus piece each month. Yeah. That won't wear me out.
I'm not the person to ask.
That I'll enjoy. Pieces. I know. I'm just, you're the person here.
I'm the person here.
I know you're all here, but I can't look in your eyeballs.
I know, but I'm not that person to ask about focus pieces because I jump around all the time.
So here's where I'm currently at on this project, and we'll see if I can make more progress on it. That is my goal. So at some point in this month, I'll work on it and then figure out some kind of way that I can carry that forward also into February and get more progress these 2 months. Because I only put like 4 or 5 motifs into this last year, and I'd like to make more progress in that this year.
Yeah,
that's my goal.
Seems like a good goal.
I think that's it for plans.
Is it for plans for you?
For January.
Oh, for January. Yeah. So my year in review it's a little bit vaguer in some ways. I mean, we already mentioned the Stitch from Stash. Yeah. I'm gonna exclude like repurchasing like DMCs to replace floss.
Yeah, we don't have like strong rules.
It's not a strong rule.
It's just kind of an intention.
It's
really just what we have. We have so much. We really love the things that we've purchased and the people have gifted to us. So why not?
I mean, there's a few things that we'll probably purchase, like the
it's
Max
not a
Pigeon
no by year,
and the the Sal from Quinternia I might do, but in general, we're not going to purchase anything.
Yeah, it's not a no by year.
It's not a no by year. It's a low buy.
It's a be thoughtful about it year.
The opposite of this last year, where we spent way more than we thought we were going to.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I had a great time with it, but this year we're definitely going to be more mindful of our purchasing this year. So, but I have a lot. I think when I reflected on it, I realized I have a lot of challenges coming this year.
Okay.
So just to name all the ones that are going to go off throughout the year, there's the Icarus Sal Challenge, or Sal. The Threadwalker Adventure, the RPG Character Challenge, which I've already mentioned all those. I'm already mentioned I'm probably going to do a Garfield Sal. I'm going to do my Snoopy Summer Sal again this year. So that starts in June. It ends at the end of August. And then I'm actually been talking with Jason at Jason X Stitch about a joint sal we were going to do in the spring. I think we're at the moment it's tentatively going to probably be called Leap into Spring. Just to give you a hint of what it's about, but he and I are still working out the details of which project we're going to use for it and that. So we'll probably talk more about that maybe February or so. And then I want to do the I Spies this year. I really enjoyed the Stitching the Shores I Spies Challenge. Those were a lot of fun. And I do want to do the Jolly in July to get some Christmas stitching in, and the Pumpkin Birthday Sal. But I'm trying. One of the things I'm going to plan out this year is I want to do some kind of a 12-day, the first 12 days of December.
Yes, after I did my Flossmas, Michael said, I want to get in on that.
Yes.
So he's thinking about doing the first 12 days of December, and then I would do the second 12 days.
But I haven't figured out my theme yet or how it's going to work.
Yeah, I think it's also possible that we could alternate days,
it's
like
possible.
the Karen's did.
We could do that.
We could do that, or we could just make it longer 12 days. I don't know.
Well, I'm still thinking about it, and we'll figure out how we're going to work that out.
We've got most of the year to figure that out.
Yes, but being the planner that I am, I already started.
You're thinking about it already.
I'm already thinking about it. She's
not.
not. Well, you have yours already kind of figured out pretty much.
Yeah.
So that is something that's on my radar. I don't really have any definite big plans aside from, the one big plan, I'm sure I'll be starting a pattern from Max Pigeon, from the new book. But other than that, I don't have anything specific, like as far as like specific patterns besides what I'm already working on. Like it'll come as it comes, and if I end up buying some and if we end up going on a trip again, then I'm sure I'll find stuff there to stitch. But I don't have any specific plans. What about you over the year?
I know March is my birthday month, and I already know what I'm starting for my birthday, but I want to start a lot of things for my birthday. So I'm thinking about doing a birthday sale.
Oh.
So if you want to join me in March stitching some sort of bird,
I will be joining you.
That would be a fun way to celebrate my birthday.
I had no idea you were thinking that.
I have thought about that. But I haven't thought about anything else. I know I want to try to figure out some sort of way to do focus piece on my larger whips that have been hanging out for a few years, because as we were doing our whip parade, it's like all of the recent things are smaller projects, but all of my older lingering whips are much larger projects that I would like to try to make progress on this year, because last year I didn't work on some of them. Yeah.
So that is it for plans.
Yep.
We do have I have a little bit of other crafts
to
talk about. I don't know if you do or not.
Well, I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and say goodbye to the people who are just here for the cross stitching.
If you're just here for the cross stitching, yes, you're right. We do appreciate you. If you're new and you did like our video, please do subscribe and like the video. That does help the algorithms, as everybody knows. And we appreciate you being here. And those of you who are already subscribers and are leaving us, we appreciate you as well. It's been great being part of this community. So we hope you have a good January and start of the new year. So
yeah. If you're not interested in our other crafts, I do have chapters below if you still want to hang around for board games. We'll be talking about that after Michael talks about crochet and I show you some quilting fabric that I got.
Yeah. So that is, as she said, that is our other crafts. I did start learning to crochet, and I have one stitchy kindness from it.
Okay.
That you bought me.
Yeah.
This was my new crochet book. It's called Magical Creatures, and I'm probably going to do the dragon first. It won't be necessarily in this color, but I'll probably be playing around with colors. So I did locate a local yarn store, so I might go kit up on a project or two with those.
That's fun.
So there's a lot of fun projects in here. I'm definitely a very fairy tale magical creature oriented. So she knew exactly.
I saw this on his wish list and I said, yeah, that's the one.
That's a me.
He had a couple different ones on there. But...
So, and then I had already showed this last video, but I was not finished quite.
Yeah.
So this is my Clyde the peanut butter. So he turned out really cute.
He's so cute.
There's things I learned when I was crocheting this, things about different technique, different stitches and that. So I'm getting better slowly over time.
That's good.
The back is a little, but
it's the back.
I'm learning. This was fun. This was a gift to me kit I bought. That's a Wooble. And then I got this Wooble kit as an exchange with my coworker. This is my Frodo Wooble kit. I actually haven't started. It's actually in the bag if I can pull him out. He's not super far along, but this is the farthest I've gotten. So this is, I think, the front of him here. So I'm making progress on him slowly. He will probably be worked on this month as well, as I learn more about crocheting and getting better at it. I've joined the dark side, as some people would say. But it's been a lot of fun. It was a fun craft to pick up. I know my grandma used to do it. My mom used to do it. And my grandpa used to do some work with needlework. So it was a lot of fun to learn a new craft. So, and you have some new fabrics?
Yeah. So first of all, Michael did give me a little bit of quilting kindness for Christmas. He got me this book, Layer Cake, Jelly Roll, and Charm Quilts, which I'm very excited to dive into a little bit. Yeah. I spent some time looking at this Christmas Day, and I'm very excited about the potential. And then when we were in Florida, we went to MK Quilts, which is a quilting store in Tarpon Springs, which is a few cities over from where my brother lives, and that was a lot of fun. We all went together and looked at the fabrics, and everybody kind of picked something out. My mom's gonna make, I think, some project bags or tote bags with things, and I saw this wall that had these fabric kits by the Sassy Sunflowers. It's gonna be crinkly because they're in plastic.
Yeah. But
I got these 3 half-yard bundles, and then with each bundle you got a free pattern. So I picked out 3. One of them is a tote bag, a Candy Lane quilt, and a Miles of Tiles quilt. So they all use these 5 half yards to make the project. And then I think the quilts, you'll have to add binding in. And stuff. But the 3 bundles that I picked out, this one is going to be to make the tote bag for my sister-in-law. She picked this one. I think it's so vibrant and fun and totally like her. And then she helped me pick out this one to make a tote bag for myself with these beautiful flowers. Yeah, this one looks very me-ish.
That's very melly.
So I'll probably use this one to make myself the tote bag as a guinea practice first pancake. And then I'll make hers and give it to her sometime later this year. And then I also grabbed this one with this cute Halloween fabric. I know Tiger Lily had a class, I think at the Harvest Moon Hangout, that used this fabric line to make a project bag. And I thought the fabric was so cute, but I couldn't justify getting it for myself. But then I saw this and I thought, okay, here's this, and I can use one of those patterns to make myself a little quilt, Halloween quilt for in here. So that's fun. Cute.
Very cute.
And then I also got a layer cake while we were there. This Blue Macor by AGF, Art Gallery Fabrics. It's very light floral fabrics. I've been wanting to make kind of a springy quilt. I have one in progress, but I would like to make another one. So I thought this plus the layer cake book Michael got me, I should be able to make something.
I think so.
Out of this spring. So it'll be good.
Yeah. So those were our other crafts.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun with them. So
yeah. I had every intention of sewing in December and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, we had such a busy December.
Yeah.
So now the January things slow down.
Yeah. Once things slow down this next week or the week after that, I'll be able to
get back into things.
Take the cover off of my sewing machine and have some fun.
I'm excited for you. All right, I think that is it for everything except for our board games.
Yeah.
So if you're new, we usually kind of give an overview of what we played over the last month, but this is a little bit of a special one because we also have the year overview that we'll do, and then we talk about a game that we played 4 more times in more detail. So what did we play over the last month?
Well, okay, we did a lot of game playing over the last month. Michael and I played 2 games of Fliptown, and then 1 game each of Calico, Cascadia, Clever Cubed, Forest Shuffle Dartmoor, Tea Witches, Trailblazers, Trekking Through History, Trinket Trove, Twice as Clever, and Welcome To. A lot of those were because I was trying to play 12 different board games in the month, so we only got 1 play of each of them, where normally we would kind of leave a game out and play it a few times. But that was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was excited that Michael, once he heard about my challenge, he was...
It's like, yeah, I can help take part in that.
Yeah. With my dad over the month, we played 2 games of Planet Unknown, and then 1 each of Cities, Big Sur, and Terraforming Mars, the dice game. Then with my family, when we were in Florida, we played a ton of games.
We did.
We had so much fun. My brother has this really cool gaming table that they've set up in their house, and so we just spent a lot of time gathered around the table playing games, having fun.
We did.
Eating food, laughing, visiting. It was great. So the games that we played 4 games of Blank Slate, 4 of Skip-Bo, 2 each of Disney, Lorcana, Earth, Endeavor Deep Sea, P for Pizza, and Sea Salt Paper, and then 1 game each of Betrayal at House on the Hill, Deep Dive, Fin Span, Firefly the Game, Flip 7, Mexican Train Dominoes, Twinkle Twinkle, and Yahtzee the Peanuts Christmas Edition.
That's a tradition for us.
It's a tradition. We play it together at Christmas.
Yeah. So that was
those are all the games that we played in December. It was a lot.
It was quite a bit.
But it was a lot of fun.
We always have fun with them. So
yeah. The 2 games that we played 4 more times were Skip-Bo and Blank Slate. Skip-Bo we talked about in more detail, I think in video number 12.
Yeah.
It may be 22. I might have written that down wrong because I think it was more recently this year.
We'll put it in the notes below.
I'm pretty sure it was video number 22. If you're looking for more information about that, Skippo is a great family card game.
It is. It's easy to pick up, easy to learn.
It's one that we enjoy playing with my family and also with Michael's family. So yeah, it's something we.
My 80-year-old mom can play it, so it's easy to pick up.
Yeah.
The other one is a brand new game.
It's a game that my dad got for Christmas called Blank Slate. Apparently, my parents had played it at their friend's house sometime in the fall, and my mom went and bought it right away because she knew that my dad would like it.
They loved it. They both love it. So
yeah, so we had fun. We played it a couple times with my parents. Christmas Eve, and then they brought it down to Florida, and we played it there several times as a family. Yeah. It's a fun party game.
It is.
Where there's basically cards that have either blank and a word or a word and blank.
And you have to fill in the blank.
And everyone has a little dry erase board, and they write down something that fills in the blank, and then you all reveal it. And if you match one other person, you each get 3 points.
But if you match more than one person, you each get 1 point.
Everyone gets 1 point, and if no one matches, there's no points.
Correct. And so you're trying to get to,
I think 25
points, I think?
Yeah, there's a dry erase board that you keep track of the score on. And when someone reaches 25 points, they win.
So it plays quickly, it plays easily, and it's just a lot of fun because there's
a lot of laughter.
There's a lot of fun laughter. A lot of fun matches and non-matches. And
I tried to take a couple pictures while we were there of the last time that we played it because I could tell that we had played it 4 times so that you could see kind of what the cards and the boards look like in an example of what we picked for one of the boards.
It was a good party family game. It really is easy to
great.
play, easy to learn.
Yeah, we had so much fun playing it together, so that was great.
Yeah, and those were the 2 games
we did receive a bunch of gaming kindness.
We did.
I took a picture of them in front of our Christmas tree, so I'll insert a picture of that if you're curious about what we got.
And we haven't even played all of them.
We played most of them. I think we have 2 left to try.
We have 2 left to try still, so...
One of those we'll try today.
I'm sure we will. So, but we also... You pulled stats for our year in review, I think.
Yeah, so I went ahead and looked. I used the board game stats app. What is it called? Board game... Yeah, I think it's Board
Game Stats, I think is good.
I'm blanking.
We can put the name of it down below if you remember. I don't remember what it was.
I keep track of our gameplays. So I looked back at our stats for the year, and I played 623 plays. We played 156 different games throughout the year.
Quite a few.
Yeah. And our most played games were Wingspan, which I think this is our 3rd year in a row.
No surprise.
That Wingspan is our most played game. We played it 37 times. And then our other 2 top games... Well, our other top game was Clever Cubed, which we played 28 times. And then the next 2 games were both of the Forest Shuffles.
Also not a surprise.
Yeah. We got into the Forest Shuffle.
The Forest Shuffle is such a fun game because it's a quick playing game.
Yeah.
And it's pretty easy to pick up overall.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's not a big surprise about Wingspan. It's almost always one of our top games. We just love... It's birds. Like, that's not the love.
We love it.
So, yeah.
So that's kind of our little look at our
year in review.
Past year of board games.
Who knows what games we'll play this year?
Well, we already had a game day.
We did have a game day to start us off. So
yeah, so we know there'll be games to talk about in January.
Yeah.
Or I mean, when we do our January review in February.
Correct. So, and I'm sure we'll have some more gaming in this month as well. So
yeah, it's exciting.
But I think that's it for us on this video.
Yeah.
So if you stayed with us this long, we really do appreciate you, and we hope you, if you're a new subscriber, you will consider subscribing to our new viewer. You'll consider subscribing to us and hitting the like and all those fun things.
We appreciate you so much. We hope that you're well. We hope that you're taking care of yourself and having just the best day that you can.
And we hope you enjoy doing the things you love with the people you love this month. So until next time, we'll see you. Love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.